I'm Matt Baker, and I work for the Stove Network, which is based in Dumfries. So we're based in Dumfries Town Centre. We work out of the Stove building, which is right on the town square, on Fountain Square, right in the centre of town. And we have a cafe, a community cafe on the ground floor, and our kind of like working workspaces are on the floors above. So I guess I lead the organization, and the Stove is a social enterprise that works with the creative sector. So it's creative industries really, and we support our region's creative sector. But what we specialize in is the use of creativity and creative practice in community projects, really, in regeneration type projects, community-led regeneration, partnership, working across different community groups. So we work a lot with younger people, and we work with places that are sort of undergoing change, I suppose you would say. One of the bits of work that we did with Sleeping Giants, or Sleeping Giants did for us, was we have a sort of youth part to our work, which is a platform for younger creative folk aged between 18 and 30. And with Sleeping Giants, they really helped us understand the specific issues that you have working with younger people. They helped us put together a policy framework around our work with young people that was around keeping us safe and also keeping the young people safe, of course, and a handbook which has been massively helpful for the younger folk coming in to understand what's expected of them, what they can expect from us. And it's kind of like, it works like a bit of a sort of contract really, so that everybody understands quite where they fit in and what will happen. Sleeping Giants were there right at the beginning in terms of like, okay, if you're getting involved in that sort of stuff, these are the things that you need to begin to think about. And we've evolved the project with Sleeping Giants has very much been a part of the team really. And as the program has evolved and developed over the years, every step of the way, Sleeping Giants have been there, keeping us right, and actually making positive creative suggestions about what you could do that, or how about thinking about that. It's very much been a two-way process. It's a project that we're really proud of, the Young People's Programme. It's meant an awful lot to some young folk who've had that opportunity. The classic thing is that your young folk leave. And this project has been something which has given some people a reason to stay, or even if they've ended up going afterwards, it's given them something that they know they can come back to. And that sort of solidity. So I think the whole thing was a great idea, but without the kind of structure that Sleeping Giants were able to provide in that, I think we would have stumbled, and it could have fallen on stony ground early days. Working with Grace and the team, there's just that feeling that they're people who inhabit the same world that you do, and one of the key bits about that is actually the local thing. The fact that they know the same people that we know in our local environment really helps to ground things as a sort of there's a way of doing business in our world that we're sort of sharing experience, and people that you know, places that you know, your favourite walks and things like that somehow just gives you that solid grounding to work together, and then the work after that is much quicker and much easier. So there's that sense of them being people that know you and know the place and know the things that you're dealing with. And then there's just that the real confidence that they know what they're talking about, and that there's no side with that. If there's something that they don't know about, then they're very clear that they don't know about it, and they'll help find out. But you just feel safe, and the delivery is extraordinary. They do feel like part of the team, but in terms of what that's actually given us, we didn't, when we first started, we didn't know that we needed policies and safeguarding, and we've sort of been on that journey with Sleeping Giants to work out the right ways of those. Then it's not just off-the-shelf policies of like, all right, well, we need one of those, we need one of those. It's actually, it needs to be bespoke because every situation is different. And we now feel very confident going out into the world that we've got the backup around us of like how we work with safeguarding, how we work with young people, how we work with vulnerable adults. And that's really important. And we're actually able to, we're often in situations where people are asking us, what do we do about that? What do we need there? And we, our team generally feels quite confident now of being able to talk about those kind of issues and give people useful pointers. Even if it's just go talk to Sleeping Giants, they can help. I have recommended Sleeping Giants to so many people over the years and will always continue to do so, just because of the way that they're so easy to work with, and they've flexed themselves to fit you. So I will always recommend Sleeping Giants to people, but particularly, and not I talked a lot about the local thing earlier. And yeah, that's really important. But I think the work, I've worked with consultants all around the country, and the Sleeping Giants are absolutely up there with the best people that I've ever worked with. So I would have no hesitation in recommending them to anybody anywhere.